Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I gotta get another intro. No, no, no. God, no. Yeah. Um, I really like the intro. God, can I please get this shit set up? Okay. I was hoping that that intro would have gone a lot more elegantly than it did end up going, because I wanted to capture some good vibes. I think maybe some positivity. I don't know anymore. The plan about what the family's doing with mom seems like it's zigzagging and changing, and whether or not I'm gonna have to be doing a bunch of driving next week seems to be constantly zigzagging and changing. So I don't really know what my next few days are going to look like, and I think I'm going to have to do a bunch of work over the weekend, and I can't seem to muster up any of the... I can't seem to muster up the energy and willpower needed to actually sit in front of a computer and write this script for hours upon hours upon hours that I really need to be doing, and I'm kind of sort of freaking out about how little I'm getting done, even though it seems like things aren't that bad. I don't know. I wanted actually to focus on positive stuff, like how I'm enjoying Mewgenics. Right, fucking just shove that other shit out of my brain, and tell the people about video games, George. Yeah. Video games, the most important thing in the world. There's a fun new video game that came out weeks upon weeks ago that I barely had time to play called Mewgenics that I'm finally starting to enjoy. Yeah, I've been going through this thing. It's slower than a snail's pace, but have I? Have I? According to Steam, I played 40 hours. It sure as hell doesn't feel like that. I'm pretty sure that's because it got left on a couple nights. I have had some hard times getting out of the junkyard here. Oh, I'm sweating. I finished the junkyard in the cave at the skin of my teeth. It seems like natural stopping points here. Whether or not I have the courage to go beyond either has been a tough question, and it turns out there is no beyond the caves. Completing some of these routes on hard mode seemed to unlock some other branches later on. Completing caves on hard mode is what I recently did, and it did not unlock another branch, so it's Boneyard. I gotta go to Boneyard. And that's really scary, because every time I made it to the end of the Boneyard, I've gotten my ass kicked by the final boss of the the junkyard! Not the Boneyard! Every time I've gotten to the end of the junkyard, I have a shitload of injuries and very low HP and maybe a dead kitty whose body exploded. And so I don't want to keep going to the Boneyard, but we got to. And I'm wondering, I have been warming up to the game and enjoying it, but I'm wondering if I'm missing something pretty obvious about how you're supposed to play the game, because it seems like I'm fairly early on, but things are getting really, really hard here at like level 2. And that contrasts with my first couple days with the game, where compared to Binding of Isaac, previous Edmund McMillen stuff, it was surprisingly easier than I was expecting. So maybe now the really stupid punishing difficulty stuff is coming in here at the 40-hour mark, which feels like I'm only 15% into a game. It doesn't like feel that big spatially, because I'm not really like exploring large portions of the world. I'm repeating the same levels over and over again. It does feel very large in terms of mechanical depth, but that that has been a weird port of tension here. I have not explored much of the world, but I have explored much of the combat system. And it still seems like I've explored so little of the world, though, that there should be a hell of a lot more left compared to how hard the game is getting and how complicated the combat's getting. But on my way there, I have warmed up to it. The gameplay, I think, is fantastic. It's very polished. Every decision I make, and I have to stroke my chin for like a full 60 seconds because they're all very, very tough decisions. Partially because it's not actually a very open-ended Skinner box style of game design where they want any sort of play style to work and they want to smooth out all friction to make sure you get satisfying results every time. No, you definitely don't. A wide swath of play styles sure are viable, but there is an optimal strategy. There are good decisions to make that they will not give you a lot of consolation prize for making bad decisions. It is punishing. There is an optimal strategy, and there's somewhere a lot of different ways to get there. But you can't just turn your brain off because then you get punished for it. I was talking earlier about how weird it was that in some of these decisions that you make on your way through the maps, you're given a choice between like using your strength, skill, luck, or charisma or whatever to do a moral choice style decision, a skill check. Skill check. That's the game term. And there were some choices that seemed counterintuitive to whatever the highest value skill was, and now I've figured it out. Sometimes they just throw a reading comprehension test at you. One time my cat thought about punching a panel of fragile glass, and of all the choices I was given, it was like punch glass, examine glass, ignore, go away. But punch was real tempting because the cat had like a high strength score, a strength of 10, and so I pressed punch thinking that was the best option, and no, it was not, because they punch a panel of glass and then the poor kitty had its paw full of glass shards and like suffered a bleeding damage penalty for the rest of the run. So a lot of the weirdness has made sense. Oh, for fuck's sake! Is it crashing on me? No, it's not crashing on me. Good. I need to get some good time. Please. Okay, now is it crashing on me? No, it just froze on me. What is going on here? When I'm clicking these menus, it's freezing up for a tick. Yeah, you guys seeing this? Seeing this shit? I bring up the inventory and then press X. And there's a pretty alarming, disturbing delay. Maybe it'll go away when we load into the next fight and load out. In the meantime, the art and humor have just always been on point. One of the things that I think is so funny about this game is the soundtrack. There's 14 years worth of labor put into this, right? And also like a borderline unlimited budget, unlimited blank check for a game that's going to capture the ethos of being a two-person project. Like this is the actual indie game version of the Death Stranding production budgeting ethos, where you have a ridiculously huge budget to put a ridiculous amount of resources into something that is weird because it is very uniquely tuned to an individual artist's unique style. Except this isn't a high-tech 3D open world exploration game with $100,000 robot animations flashing into your eyeballs every 2 seconds. It's a 2D hand-drawn looking, but not exactly sure, Newgrounds flash art style, where every piece of artwork is done with such polish and thought that you will like instantly know what you're looking at, despite how weird it gets sometimes. I might have had some trouble on day 1, but the other days I've been genuinely impressed at the visual language of this game and how clear the mechanical purposes of things can be deciphered visually without losing the macabre humor, the glee that the artists still seem to have with celebrating. Let's call it a young at heart ethos. Mewgenics, I think, is good. Mewgenics is good art. It's not exactly my favorite style of game, nor my favorite genre, though I sure do love turn-based strategy games these days. I've never been super big on MMO and stuff, but playing enough of it has me definitely appreciating what the fans like about it, and I cannot say that about. Okay, I love the music though. I've always had an easy time gelling with the music, and one thing I love imagining about the soundtrack is this music being like some kind of masterpiece. Why are my movement so small? Is it because there's this thing in the way that I kind of can't see because of the camera angle, but you press middle click and then you can see everything fine? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can move 4 squares. That feels a little lightweight for someone with a speed of 6. So is my mobility getting decreased somehow? Could it be the lead mask, or is it something else? Or is it just the obstacle in my path? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it is, because if it weren't for this obstacle, I'd be able to walk right up to this guy and smack him. Host. Knock spec units who contact it. So you really want to make sure you get 13 points of damage in before ending turn. I can use the blockages for some good cover, though. One in front. 2 who might get a hit in, but I can stay out of everyone's danger zone by moving to these grassy little stubs. Fortunately, I see what's going on here. I should have put the tank in front of the line instead of the fighter. But the fighter technically can take a little bit more damage points because of their armor. Oh yeah, I emit sparkles when using my basic attack. That doesn't mean that your basic attack has to connect to anything. How do we get this, Oh, I bet you use like a jump or teleport ability. There's some food blocked behind scenery here. But if we're gonna live through the first turn without taking any hits at all, I'm gonna have to make a line and think ahead of time about who's gonna be at what spot in the line. Because the squares immediately left, right, in front of the fighter are bad. Oops. Okay, let me use my basic attack on a blank square. Oh, I can do it again! Fuck yeah. I don't know why I gave my partner a bit of damage. I think it's because of this mountain form thing down here. Okay, so one weird thing that's tripping me up is that sometimes the inventory you build of abilities and equipment for cats and how drastically they can change the rules of how combat plays out is hard to memorize after multiple play sessions. I don't think you're supposed to be really in the habit of resuming your adventures after a few days of putting them on pause. However, it takes a really long time to do one basic adventure, and sometimes I do not have a long enough lunch break or evening of entertainment to do a whole adventure. I wonder how you're supposed to keep all these modifiers in mind over long-term periods. teleport diagonally. So if I get on the am I safe in this charge projectile within your line of sight? Okay, so I will need to get line of sight with enemies, but I can teleport into an extremely safe spot close to enemies, and I think I will actually do that. And later on I can teleport out of there and flank them, yeah. Hell yeah, 16. Oh, I didn't think I'd have enough mana left over to follow up the attack with another one, but I do. So, I'm actually going to attack the two to the northeast here. Should I? Yeah, I should. Oh no, the body's blocking the way. That's fine, I can follow up to hit that guy. If I move 2 squares forward, I can attack 2 with the Earthquake Cone attack. And then finish off 1 to the right of me with the regular... Ooh! 9, 8, this guy hits for 6, this guy hits for 3. Aw. Right, I will be doing this, but we're getting some extra damage from the sparkles. Oh, I took extra damage from the sparkles because he reflected it back. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot to memorize. Most of my mistakes are going to be born from me having a hard time predicting things that are easy to forget. And I'm wondering, actually, if that might be some kind of discredit to the game design. Come on, how is that guy still alive? 7. It looks like we should have had more healing items stocked than I began the battle with. Okay, now we can teleport out of here and do big damage. My ice aspect? Yeah, okay, so... freeze him. And damage him. Then let's get out of here. Wait, should I get out of here? Yeah, I should get out of here. Aw, you ran away. That's not fair. I can't run away. That sounds not very useful. Does that go away permanently or just per battle? So if it's per battle, that would make more sense. Your first attack is a big fiery one, and then you get back to healing. But if it just goes away forever and gives you one big fire attack to use for the whole game, that sounds less than this one. Haha! I was just talking about how it felt like I needed more healing items than working with. Okay, Strahd needs a bit of a heal. Everyone else is looking good. Let's see what Twitch has to say. Oh my gosh! There's a lot of... Oh, Mewgenics! I recognize Mewgenics. Thank you. Ooh woo. I've only watched this game for your streams and the combat music is so addictingly catchy. I, George Weedman, have earned a hype chest. Shall we open to see my rewards? I need to get a tab of Firefox open for that actually. So, let me close some of my embarrassing windows here before pressing those buttons. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Twitch on screen for a hot minute because this is good background music to open valueless digital microtransaction trinkets with. Oh no, the window's not big enough. I can't see it. Okay, we have it now? No, we still don't have enough. Oh, only visible to me, huh? Not anymore. Okay, so now we're seeing this. You earned a hype chest. Open to see your reward. Wait, do not open till Xmas? I went to the whole big hoopla of sliding, capturing the window open and sliding it up, and also, I'm gonna be real with you, buddy, I'm probably not gonna remember this all the way till Christmas. Yeah, do it, yeah, okay. You're sending me mixed messages, Mewgenics. I just don't know what to believe anymore. But I do know that the warmth of the cockles of my heart have been warmed by this wonderful rage out emote. Thank you for the rage out emote, Mewgenics. From now on, whenever I need to express my innermost feelings of rage, they can now be my outermost feelings, thus turning my inner rage into a rage out emote. I guess I'll press the share button. Choo choo. I did not type choo choo, but Twitch decided that I should. I don't think you need to type choo choo though to use the rage out emotion on twitch.com/superbunnyhop. That's a sweet poll you got. Is it? I can't pay my rent with this. Wait a second. I don't have rent. I have a $1,300 to $1,400, depending on the month, HOA bill. Can I pay my HOA with this? Oh, Rage Out Man is a Kojima character. Is that what he's supposed to be? Because he kind of looks like a unicorn or something. Yeah. All right. I don't know. When I first saw this guy, I thought unicorn, but now I see there's not actually a horn there. It's speed lines in the background, but it still looks like an equine creature. This looks like a cartoon horse type. There's a glorious mane of hair. The way that the face kind of sort of juts out in a lengthier way from the neck. I don't know if I'm describing the Rorschach blob mental imaging processes of my beautiful intellect in a wonderful way for the audience. Rage Out Man is a Kojima character. I need to get to playing Death Stranding 2 as well, but Rainbow Six Siege is gonna be the Metal Gear Monday game for the next few weeks. Definitely MLP art style, but might just be generic girl screen. Wait, that's a girl? How can you? It's like, oh, I didn't know you could zoom in. I have never clicked a Twitch emote in Twitch chat in my life. I didn't know you could make it bigger and And I mean, now I guess I kind of see it, but that might be because more that you said it than because there's anything immediately visually gender-coded about this character either way. They're wearing a blue shirt, and I mean, it's kind of a pastel, bright, girly blue, but also boys wear blue and girls wear pink. They have, long, flowing hair, but I don't know if they do actually, because the camera is zoomed in slow short. You can't tell if they have, short hair like boys or long hair like girls. I don't know. I'm kind of face blind. I'm color blind. I'm a wreck. I'm a chum bucket kitty, baby, living in the city, baby. Give me something now. Give me something now. Come on. A field of tall grass stands before Justino, blocking his way. We ponder. Right, tall grass. Now, would it be logical to eat it, or to loot it, or destroy it? And so you gotta cross-reference your human logic against some stupid, dumb animal cat instincts they have that, oh, humans definitely don't have stupid animal instincts, no way. You sometimes have to guide them away from dangers they're attracted to, and the role that you take in these decisions is interesting. The role that you play in this game is something that I think has made it a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, because there's two different styles of play when you're doing the household management and then the RPG cat party adventures, where there's extremely disparate tests, questions, problems to solve, skills being asked of you on both these sides of the game, but they both share the aesthetic equality of including a lot of jokes about what humans think their relationships with cats are. When you're out on an adventure with the cats, they do magic, they have battlefield glory, they come home with what sound like ridiculous stories to tell of fighting larger-than-life creatures as larger-than-life humans. But when you're in the house, they're just like these weird, stupid mammals that have trinkets stuck to their fur, but when they're in battle, it's like glorious armor with extra abilities. When you're at home, it's just weird pieces of trash stuck to their fur. So it's almost like Toy Story. Like when the humans aren't around, the cats are talking and going on great big adventures, but they still do stupid cat things like eat grass that they maybe shouldn't. So, destroying the grass has the biggest number attached, and I think that's where my stupid human animal instincts are steering me towards. Biggest number means good, right? Oh, it did! Hidden hole leading to the next battle. I guess that means we get like an ambush bonus? Or an extra turn or something like that? The enemies might have their backs facing to us at the beginning. Let's see what that means. Either way, I picked the right one, apparently. Oh yeah, we get a full free turn, round 0, all to ourselves. There's a lot of cover. Glass spitters use loud projectiles, so the cover is not going to save us, but it will be helpful for kiting them into danger zones. This guy shoots projectiles, but if we stay away from the water, I think we'll be good. But it looks like every single tile on the board is in play from the glass spitters. Alright, someone needed a little bit of healing. Everyone else was good. Armor's good at Strahd. Strahd's kind of naked. Why is Strahd not armored up like everyone else? The music is so fucking good. The music is good music to think to. It's good music to have stuck in your head for a week when you're visiting your dying parents on their deathbed. It seems like it was music made by people who were very well aware of the complexities of the psychological uses and complexities and pitfalls and beneficial things of doing video game music in particular. There's such a clearly audible metronomic repetition the beat that it doesn't really like interrupt your thinking as you're playing. Like, it doesn't distract you. But when you're not playing the game, it's like it's all you can think about. But when you are playing the game, it's just beautifully capturing where your mind is in the space of the moment. I don't know if I trust attacking the rock. It's 5 damage. Yeah, I might as well use my regular spell instead. I've had some bad experiences shooting rocks with projectiles where it didn't make them move in the direction I wanted. I also don't want to kill our maggot friend. Oh, I don't have line of sight with it. God. Boom, boom, boom. Ah. I might have screwed something up. Can I take a hit of damage from Lumpy? No, I pressed the wrong tile. Actually, I'm fine. 6, 9, 5, 8. I'll attack the one with the lowest HP. Okay, now the bomb might come in useful here. Can I get armor? I can if I use my basic attack. Should I have used my focus ability before throwing the bomb? Does the bomb count as projectile attacks that get some kind of bonus from dexterity? I want to save that scrap armor on the ground for Strahd. Oh, can I make it to the next glass spitter? No, I cannot. Would I be useful clogging up the pathway here, or would I be more useful? Maybe I'd be most useful getting the coin. No! That is a lot of bleed on Leroy. Yeah, this is a pretty good position for Strahd to be in. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-boom, ba-doom, ba. Is the corpse gonna block the ice? I think it will. first unit it hits. I'm pretty sure corpses count as units. So maybe my most useful thing would be to warp out of the creep here. The glass spitters on top. Alright, now what do I do here? This guy is gonna take a lot of damage. And there's no way we can hide from their glass. I guess the most useful thing is just gonna be getting coins. Ooh, ostracized 2. One of these is not gonna live to the end of the turn. I don't actually think that is gonna work. I should use the healing spell instead. Give it to Strahd, he needs it. They meow to the beat of the music, and it is so wonderful. Okay, now he's not gonna live to the next turn, so... Now we have 8 bleed, god damn. The only way to not suffer 8 points of damage would be to kill the other enemies as soon as possible. Can I get there in time? I cannot. I'm kind of fucked. Alright, we are going to try to kill the glass spitter before Leroy takes these 8 points of damage. We will sacrifice some damage to try and get them killed as fast as possible. Oh my god, I'm out of fucking range! Oh wait, I can teleport again. Okay, now Strahd's got to push the next one into the creep. I think the combination of the flop 4. Yeah, 4. And I got an attack worth 9. I think I'm good. Yes! See, that's good stuff. I was simultaneously thinking about what's going to happen 2 turns ahead, while also having to, like, make sure I order the expected turns I had in the proper way to make sure that the wizard, I forgot his name, you're not supposed to get attached, that the mage didn't take extra damage, that each unit got to do their role properly. It's Final Fantasy Tactics, right? I think they've gone on interviews enough times saying that Final Fantasy Tactics is the star of the show. So it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, but simpler and streamlined in a direction that doesn't take away from how much depth was already there in Final Fantasy Tactics. It's like... It's a system that's using maybe more archetypes than minutiae, so it's immediately easier to learn and get some immediately comprehensible feedback out of. All right, now I'm gonna see what I missed in Twitch chat since it's been on screen this whole time. No way! I did it again. I'm failing. I'm losing my whole All right. I'm checking Twitch chat to see the My Little Pony emoji art that I got and what I missed from last time. Also, the browser window. You have to guide your cats away from their own doom because they act on their own. Isn't that a bit Kriegspiel coded? Also, yes, you did make the Twitch window go away. Klaxon alert. It's a repeat of the Rainbow Siege. You don't have a line of sight, neither do we. Could be watching The Great Escape and I feel like I'm by not ordering a 35mm Firefox window charge. Sorry to repeat, but currently the Twitch stream's in the way. God, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that you're having a good giggle at this blunder, 10 Elements. But I am emotionally distressed for making the same mistake twice, 4 days past each other in a row. Oh, good. We can become the alpha at the start of each battle. Now, is that worth the stats I'd lose? Do I want to lose 2 backflips? Do I want to lose 4 armors? Do I want to lose 4 armors? Wait, and a 100% accuracy buff. Do I want to lose those explosive bombs? I don't know if any of that's worth the cost to be in the alpha, so we'll just move on. Oh boy, trash. Eat it, attack it, or open it. We're not good at any of these. But I think the one that sounds the least, the one that a human of these 3 choices, I think a human would consider open to be the smart one. So if our character's not good at any of them, we'll go with human logic. Who's there? When she emerges, there's a waste stuck all over her. Gotta sludge it. All right, I picked open delicately, not leap into, but the cat still decided to leap into the garbage as if I had pressed the attack or the loot button. So I think sometimes your decisions there really are more left to the whims of animal instinct than human wisdom. So now we have to wear a sludge hat. As opposed to the miner hat? No! 1 armor. Charisma is not good. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to happen, but I gotta live with it now. So she leapt into garbage and got like a piece of banana super glued to her forehead now forever. And I would imagine that would be what would happen if you pressed the attack button, but it happened when I pressed the open button. There was no ignore button. Oh, Scarsoraro, yeah. You could be getting emotionally distressed in Who Wants Showdown right now. I'm trying to diffuse the situation. Yeah, what was I am worried. I'm not entirely sure, but I am worried I might be missing something important about the Mewgenics experience that would make things easier here, that could have corrected for that mistake I just made. I gotta remember that if Strahd destroys corpses, we get food and money. Most importantly, food. Music is so fucking good. So the thing about this guy is that you have to do headshots on him. He has armor. His trash can armor is protecting his backside. Shoots diagonally or dashes forward, leaving a fly behind, can only be damaged from the front. He spawns creep, you gotta avoid him. It's hard not to even talk to the rhythm of the music! Shoots diagonally or dashes forward. What does that dash forward look like? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So I think... Am I really gonna be safe if I move to this one? It says he dashes forward, and I am directly in the path of that verbal description. but I'm not seeing it green, so good news, I was safe. Now I'm not. Use your sparkles. I love it. I have a rudimentary projectile attack. I keep forgetting about that at the very beginning of the battle, but remember it when it comes time to use it. I should think of him as a projectile character. I could have hidden behind cover in a safe spot instead of coming out here for a bit of risks. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 4. Okay, I can bomb him. That fire's not. Can I swat it away with my paw? No. So that must have been the forward dash I was so scared of earlier. The diagonals will serve me well. We have some food. Some food spawn nearby. How much damage does it do? Only 5? That's fine. We can take 5. Oh, he spawned a fly. That's not tasty. Oh no, I'm on fire! Will the creep set it out? 1 damage when entering. That is better than taking 2. Yeah. Alright, now we want a berserk. And then we want a berserker dash. Oh my gosh, it's almost dead. I guess I'm doing good. We're really taking damage to our armor more than we are anything else. Oh, I can hit him with the bat to get his head. The bat makes them turn to the right. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, can creeper. Beat him creep to back. I think Leroy's still gonna have to go get that food, but otherwise we're doing really well, actually. Should I have done hard mode? No, I shouldn't. I gotta get to the boneyard. Not necessarily beat the boneyard, just get there, right? Oh, maybe I should have... No, it's fine. There we go. Perfect, wonderful. He's not in the creep. He's gonna be slowed down when he gets out of the creep. We're gonna have a... You have to cross the creep to get to the... Ow. How are we so low? So Justino should be eating the food now. I don't know. Leroy can heal him, but Leroy can't heal himself, so maybe the food still should go to Leroy. But I need to keep the enemy alive for like a couple more turns, where hopefully it won't be able to do much. Got 11 HP. It's gonna die as soon as we get on the offense again. Until then, we are going to spend a turn. Collecting trash. Food. Boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Oh, I should have gotten the fucking money. Prone to making a lot of careless mistakes too. Think. God damn it! I wasn't in range. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bull on is blocking my line of sight, and I was not remembering that that was a thing. I wanted to get a heal spell cast on Justino. Justino needs to go to the east. Okay, now how did that work? That teleport he just did. Alright, Justino's back in action. Leroy's back in action. Let's not waste too much more time after this. I got my healing done. Here we go. Maybe I should do intelligence, but mana regen has not really felt like much of a problem with this guy. It usually takes him an extra turn to catch up to the front line and then start using his spell, and by then he's generated enough mana anyway, which means that maybe the most useful thing is getting him to the front line faster. Boom, 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 boom. Who has the lowest HP? Something like this should go to someone with the lowest HP. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Hey, I should upgrade his helmet to a minor helmet. Whether I do the hard route is a tougher decision than I thought it would be. I shouldn't. Resist. Does it do damage? Deals damage to units that contact you. I don't think that's what I want. Fire a shot in a straight line that inflicts +1 thorns. That sounds like... The thorns sounds like a good thing. Dealing damage to units that contact me? That would be useful. But being dealt damage as a unit when contacting enemies is something I don't want. So whether or not we're shooting our enemies or our friends with the nail gun is something that we will find out in the next battle. But if I want to go to the boneyard, which means beating the boss of the junkyard with enough HP and supplies left over to finish an adventure and beat another boss for another area, is something that could get fudged up if I take this hard route. I should take the safe route. It could still get fudged up, but less of a chance. But interesting snow. Let's not eat it. Any scream? Oh, it was bait! That was a trap. Good thing I didn't eat it. Good thing there's some kind of human-like spirit of verbalizable wisdom guiding these animal instincts into making smarter decisions. In a few million years, maybe they'll make a society. They call it triangle strategy because you gotta make decisions about 3 important things, and so you have a hard time thinking of which of 3 choices to choose. What is it? It's the Fire Emblem thing, so it would be, Okay, isn't in Fire Emblem there a 3-pronged, triangular game system set up around lances, axes, and swords? And then I guess there's the melee and projectile and then cavalry characters. But there was like something you had to memorize in Fire Emblem games was what kind of decisions to make if you needed to fight an axe guy with your sword guy or vice versa. There was a triangle of rock, papers, and scissors at play between axes and swords and lances. And Mewgenics were choosing between eating the corpses, desecrating the corpses, or just moving on to something else. Or just losing interest in the corpses. That's how you loot things in Mewgenics. We're gonna move to a safe tile. I don't wanna be leading the charge of any attacks on the first turn here. There's too much of a danger zone. Are the chum bags stationary? Yeah, I'm gonna leave the chum bags for later. They're not going anywhere. We don't... But then again, the lumpies... I think they can leave the creep, they just don't want to. You can pull them out of their spot. I don't think they're as stationary as the chum bags are gonna be. Oh, alright, we get to test this out. Okay, it does one... It does 1 point of damage, and then deals damage to units that contact you. Okay, so where's my healer? Leroy. And I'm Justino. If I shoot Strahd with the nail gun, Strahd is the tank. He's going to be coming into contact with enemies. His whole purpose is to block up the choke points. So if I shoot him with the nail gun and get him all prickly with nails jutting out of him, if I make a pinhead out of the guy, I can then heal the damage with the medic so that Strahd can start headbutting into enemies with a head full of nails. The damage that it will do to Strahd is minimal. Bonus attack. Ooh. So I think it would be more useful for me to shoot my comrade with the nail gun than shoot the enemies with the nail gun. It only does 1 point of damage, and that 1 point of damage represents a bigger problem for the bad guys when they come into contact with him than I think it will represent for that 1 point of damage. Well, I don't know. I could also use the nail gun to pop these pinkies. Oh, or the seagull. Yeah, it still does 1 point of damage. I could use it for weak long-distance projectile attacks. Yeah, listen to these decisions I'm having to make. There's always some kind of interesting counterplay in the back of your head that makes it hard to commit to plan A. You always are coming up with good plan Bs and Cs here. That's a sign of good game design. Okay, we're gonna go with plan A. We're gonna shoot Strahd with the nail gun. Oh, I don't want to shoot him in the butt. That's gonna do more damage. See, that did 2 points of damage instead of 1. How horrible. Yeah. Wait, fear? Why are they afraid? I don't remember casting any fear spells. We're gonna shoot the Pinky Corpse and then shoot the Lumpy with ice. Kaboom. Badoom. I think Strahd doesn't even... Strahd needs armor. But Strahd does not need the heal just yet. Maybe there's something more useful I can do. Yeah, I can grab a coin. And throw a bomb. Wait, let me test this. This does 5 points of magic damage. If I focus, it still looks like 5 points of melee damage. Let's see what number actually comes up when I throw it. Oh, can I damage the seagull with the bomb? I should have thought of that earlier. Do I collect the coin from the knockback? Five. Okay, focus is kind of useless. Mystery solved. We can swat the coin. Heal Strahd's 2 points. Yeah, might as well. Is it the hockey mask making them scared? Why are they scared? Oh, yeah. I made food. Why? How did this food get here? Did we drain the water and find a cigarette butt at the bottom that we can eat? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh, I wasn't planning on that. Well, the trash bags are now chummies. They are now mobile. They can move 3 squares. Boom, 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 boom. My basic attack emits sparkles. I kind of forgot that those sparkles can end up on the other opposite side of the map and hit guys you weren't planning on hitting. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah! Let's hit him with the nail gun twice. I don't think we can hit him with the nail gun twice. I think we're gonna hit him one now. I have 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll have 9 at the end of the next turn. He still has the thorns active. He's dealing extra damage. Yeah, let's... Nah, let's not. Let's walk over here and then smack the scrub guy, and then activate the berserk mode and dash forward. Then let's use the nail gun on the grub guy, and then we can confirm that we won't shoot it multiple times. You only get 1 nail gun per turn. Oh my god. Okay, that ought to distract the bad guys very effectively. One's worth only 2. Okay. Push forward, get the armor. Smack attack Lumpy. Kill it. Get more armor. And return next turn with a lot of options. Dun 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 dun. I don't think I can hit the chummy behind him with knockback damage. Chummies are going to be doing a bit of infighting. There's good there's good treasure in this trash bag here, but there's also a pretty important short-term need to join the fight against the lumpies up here. We'll go for the treasure in the trash bag. No, they should attack each other. Yeah! Get him with the chum dash. Fight back with the chum dash. Aw. Oh, good. He hit the trash bag. That took some of the damage from me. Ugh, we can't get that food? Not. Because of the creep. I want that food. Maybe the healer would be most useful going away now. Go help out the other guys. I think... Oh, wrong button! I think the chummies are a solved problem at this point. The lumpies are even kind of a solved problem at this point. I will not eat that food. That is for someone else. I will attack the garbage. The garbage is for me. Good, I did not want him to eat all the food. I think there were 2 pieces of food. He might have gotten one of them, but at least he didn't get both. I'm so glad that they're attacking the trash bags for me. Ah! I wanted to explode the corpse, not freeze it into an ice cube. I should be spending his last turn collecting things, but there's not easy way to get more than 1 cent from it, is there? Now, how bad do I want to end this? Let's end it. It was tempting to spend some more time digging through the treasure for trash. I mean, the trash for treasure. But taking some more damage from the last remaining enemy who might just smack us and run away sounds like a worse outcome. Tempted to pick the highest number. It was the right decision. Entire party got health. Oh good, we can throw more bombs. Or replace our dusty old worn hat with a new one. Those Percocets are going to be very, very useful. were right before a boss fight. They were a one-time use only. And if I'm not paying attention, and since I'm streaming I might not be paying attention, this can be a tough boss battle. Is it always the same boss? I don't remember seeing anyone other than Chubs and Scrubs and Nubs. What's the name of it? It was Chub. I know their special attack is called Chub Flub, but get ready for impeccably good music that combines with hilariously juvenile character design that also has a ridiculously large amount of animation frames given to them. One of the stupidest, but most enjoyable video game characters I've encountered in a while is this boss coming up, and it is hilarious. If it's a roguelite, then it will always be the same boss. If it's full roguelike, the bosses are... I don't know! It seems like there's a few random bosses, but not that many, so the chances of you encountering the same one over and over again are high. That's at least how it worked in the previous zones, but in this Junkyard zone, I've always seen the same boss at the end, but I've maybe played it 4 times, so I don't know if that's a big enough sample size. Hey, out of sight. I'm hanging in there. I really enjoy Mewgenics. It's keeping me sane. Things are getting better, but I'm not there yet. Hardly had time to watch your stream before now. They show up on the second channel. I don't really think they're great intended viewing after the fact. The stream VODs, but people like them. The garbage is for me. Alright, let's get on. This is hilarious. I should shut up and concentrate, not only to make sure that I make the best decisions, but also to enjoy the music. The music for this is so fucking good. And every now and then you will see this character move with a ridiculously good amount of animation frames and animation quality. Yeah, there they are, Chubs and Nubs.
Where's that smell coming from? I'm a chum bucket kitty, baby, living in the city. Maybe you can throw me something now, throw me something, mister. I'm a chum bucket kitty, maybe living in the city. Maybe you can throw me something now, throw me something, mister. Come on! Throw me something smelly, toss me something kinda dead. If you really, really love me, you'll let me chew off its head. Where's that smell coming from?
We should attack the one on the right first. Strahd should be the one to kill the birdie, the dove. It has only 2 HP. It's gonna have to happen next turn. If I had one more movement point, I could kill the bird in the first turn, but no. We're just gonna have to hang it on this square. Get something now.
Where's that smell coming from? Could be a sandwich. Cheeks and gills and flesh and wrist. That's a little
Nice.
Where's that smell coming from? Where's that smell coming from? Ooh, that's nice.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Smell coming from. Oh, 15 armor is really good. Be the spleen.
Where's that smell coming from?
Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Well, we're gonna get no eaten. Wait, we do have food. There's 2 pieces of food lying around for later when we might need it. Holy lovely, you'll eat you off its head. Where's that smell coming from? God, this is so fucking good. Smell coming from. The nail gun is so interesting. So this is like a way. Oh man, I have to heal as soon as possible, and I don't know if I'll be able to. Takes 2 damage at the start of each of its turn. I gotta make sure that we get healed by the healer, and that's going to be tough because that's not going to happen until the end of the next round. Oh, we can get armor. That's kind of like getting health. Where's that smell coming from? Where's that smell coming from? I feel like if I shoot my ice at it, there's a dice roll chance. I don't know if there's a dice roll chance at all. I'm not willing to take the risk. If I suffer any consequences from attacking this guy with ice damage... Oh, I shouldn't get the wait, can I teleport to get the armor? Frozen rodent somewhere in nature, baby. What's now coming from? Yeah, I should walk to the armor and then teleport to the mage. We can't, we're not attacking this turn. Let's get really far away from the bad guys. While still in movement range of the healer. Baby, show me something now. Right, we're poisoned for 2 damage. We cannot screw around. I just realized I could have maybe teleported to the food if I thought about this harder. Ah, yeah, look at that. I could have teleported from armor and then used my last teleport to get food and still be within range of the medic. Oh, wait, no, I misread some of the menus. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Fresh. Been around a little while. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, check this out. Don't worry, Bulan, you'll be fine. And I got 2 more healing spells where that one came from too, so you're going from like 0 to 99. There you go, buddy. Oh yeah, okay. Counterattacks. You don't want to screw around with counterattacks on these guys. Boom 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 boom. No! Okay, look at this. I am once again getting my ass kicked by this boss battle. When you deal damage to them, they spit damage toward their front. And this guy has an attack where when you use your regular attack, it shoots sparkles of little damage at other bad guys. So this bad guy got hit by little bits of damage that caused him to spit out big bits of damage at the one friendly kitty who is still left in front of him. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's do Frost Blast first, and then regular. Regular's gonna freeze him anyway. No, actually, maybe I just wasted 4 mana, but I did want to check to see if that does damage. Now, do I get more damage by freezing him ahead of time? That did 9. The spell usually casts for 7. So delightfully dead. Rose and road and let's do mana instead of coins. We still got a chunk of fighting ahead of us, but the ice blocks are gonna be very helpful for this. Smell coming from? The smell coming from? Uh-oh. You don't want them to desecrate your Caps's corpse. That's how you die permanently. Now, we did 9 damage when hitting him face to face while freezing him ahead of time. Let's see how much damage we do freezing him ahead of time, hitting him in the booty. And then some point 22! We'll see how much damage we do when hitting him unfrozen with the regular attack. Because it's going to freeze him anyway, but I think I have the mana to spend, so it feels more diligent and prudent of me to be using the freeze for the regular. I don't think they really take damage either. I did shove him into an extremely inconvenient location though, so that's good. I kind of wish I healed before doing that. Ulan could still use some help. Other kitty baby living in the city, baby. You can tell me something now. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Take 1 point of damage to heal 4, so 3 means 15. Yeah, 15 out of 20. And I can warp out of here without taking damage on my way out. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom.
So stinkily distinctive, so delightfully dead. A deacon.
3, 1, 2, 3, we'll go there. Well, coming from. Where's that smell coming from? Oh yeah, we got him in the booty now. And in the poison. He's gonna take a little bits of extra damage from the creep. Now, tell me something now. I'm a city baby, living in the city, baby. You can tell me something now. I'm gonna freeze him before attacking him again because he's got a turn coming up and I still feel like his HP is a little too high for me to be screwing around with experimentation. 11. That's good too. 11 is good too. Oh, I can at least. Now I'm kind of worried about how close he is to Justino's body, but I at least feel like I have control, a good amount of control over the situation now. If you got ice blocks or paralysis, once you got one of these bosses down to 2, it's not so bad. Which begs the question of why Justino still got his ass kicked. Because of the synergy they had when they both were active. Justino got shot by a bunch of reflexive, damage-taking, poison spitting. But the rest of us who are surviving have full HP. We're sliding the boss around and hitting him with crits in the ass. The boss is, like, not in control of the situation at all, and we're gonna have to move on to the next stage with one of our kittens having a permanent injury and low HP. But that will at least be a better outcome than previous runs I've given here. Let's move here. Boom, 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 boom. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw me something. Throw me something now. And in the city, baby, you can throw me something now. Got him! Alright, we're going to the boneyard. Which one of the... I think it was the fighter cat. Yeah, I had a healer, tank, and mage at the end, so fighter. The healer got a level up. Achoo! Achoo! Boom, 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 boom. There's some real confusion about what I'm supposed to do with the speedball here, because none of my characters are really specialized in range attacks, but they have some minor extra range attacks that I don't know if they actually get anything from the dexterity going up with the speedball, but also like one minor range attack or sparkles. I'd have to sacrifice the sparkles for the speedball, at which point the only range attack on the menu for this guy would be Earthquake, so I'm not going to give it to him. Bulon has some range spells. I think those increase from high dexterity, so it looks like I have been putting points into their dexterity. But then I'd have to give up the human heart, which I guess they slap next to their cat hearts for extra blood pumpage. If I get rid of the human heart, he has only 12 HP, and that's just not. We're just not. Justino, +1 brace, but no projectiles on the menu, so no reason to care. Why does this guy have dexterity? I think he came out the womb with good dexterity. I have not been paying attention to his dexterity. Leroy has no range attacks on the menu, so what do I do with the speedball? Nothing, I guess. A second bomber might be useful. Straw, do I want to sacrifice backflips for bombs? No. A second bomber might be useful, but not as useful as everything else I got on my plate. +2 dex. Yeah, we just decided that focusing on dex isn't useful. Okay, we'll do Boneyard after I check Twitch chat again. But I want to point out, like, how fun this is. This is, it might have taken me 3.5 weeks to make the declaration and pushing through something that's I didn't think was my cup of tea, but might really be my cup of tea. Turn-based strategy is my cup of tea at this age. That was a very fun fight. The songs are so fun. The art is so fun. The character designs are so fun. You're up against a pair of butthole monsters. These sphincter creatures that are just like a pair of legs and a pair of arms tacked on to a gray blob, and at the end of all of those appendages is a sphincter. They're blind, they spin around. Apparently they have buttholes of their own, because when you're flanking them on their backside, you see a little plus sign that artist drew on for butthole. But yeah, the like as juvenile and scatological of a concept that this is, it's like it is executed with maturity. There is decades of worldly wisdom and professional game design experience put into a celebration of life's baser pleasures here, which is what a lot of us want out of a night of entertainment and campy, stupid video games for teenagers. This is fine art. By video game standards, this poopy, scatological, juvenile, humorous game about weird, gross things that cats do, and like having a gleeful, sadistic thought experiment with running a horrible, awful cat breeding science gene splicing operation are, like, it knows how to do that stuff well and do that responsibly. Like I use the word juvenile and childish and scatological, but it doesn't feel for kids either. Like, it's too complicated for that. But it doesn't feel like it was made for kids. It felt like it was made by a 45-year-old grown-ass man who wound up having a very strange career in the Newgrounds world, but came out the other side with the head tightly screwed on. Sphinxter, little Edmund McMillan is growing up. You're doing great this run. Do you have a Fight Club addict, George? What does that mean, a Fight Club addict? Twisted Operator left. I can't grill them on this. I've beaten this entire game if you need to. Jesus Christ, how? Oh, you got belly flop. Okay, still using a cleric. Wait, am I not supposed to be using cleric? Sorry, no one watching this is gonna know what I'm talking about here. Let me bring up this Twitch chat stuff again. Twisted Operator apparently showed up with tips. Oh crap! There's an important text message. I forgot this. Twisted Operator showed up with tips because they've beaten the game, and I do not understand. still using a cleric implies that at some point I'll stop using a cleric, and I have attempted one clericless run and it didn't go. Okay, I just sent a potentially. I don't know what it takes to get these people mad at me. I sent a text message to some family relatives with my email, and I feel like I'm enduring abuse. If I like don't answer them fast enough, they get mad at me. If I don't answer them with enough thank yous, they get mad at me. But anyways, I had to stop what I'm doing for that briefly. Yeah, a Twisted Operator had tips. I'm broken. Helps that they're blind. Always be doing that math. Do you have a Fight Club addict, George? I don't know what that means, so I guess the answer is no. Nefertiti, bless you. You're doing great this run. Alright, I will keep that in mind when going into this uncharted territory. I've never been to the Boneyard. I don't know what's there. Justino has such little HP that I don't feel great. But Twisted Operator said I was doing great this round, even though one of my cats got crushed by butthole monsters. Oh, there was a cute little kitty sleeping on the gate. Okay, battle. Skill check, battle, treasure, skill check, battle. More battles than usual. Do I have any healing items for Justino? I don't. We're gonna have to heal him as soon as the turn begins. Alright. The other thing is, yeah, look at these zombies. There's gonna be scarier monsters than usual. What if that was Justino? What if Justino... Oh, he only hit for 2 points. If that was Justino, Justino might have been dead. Justino has 6 points. And 10 armor, actually. So, Justino might have survived, but Justino's not doing well, guys. No, zombies. But zombies! Will attack all adjacent units with its melee attack when its backside is underground. It looks underground. Goes upside down when damaged, undead. Will attack all adjacent units with its melee attack. Okay, so its backside is underground. So does that mean it has like a 4-way area of attack? What does tombstones do? Summons a zombie cat at the end of each round. That doesn't sound good. I'm expecting this to be hard. I'm expecting me to get my ass kicked, which really doesn't vibe well with me because you lose so much if your whole party goes down. And I guess by you lose so much, I mean you lose so much time. These runs take a very long time. And losing the whole party and 90% of the inventory if they go down, with no way to like retreat back home in the middle of a neighborhood. You can only retreat back home after a big boss battle that might get one of your cats killed. But we gotta press on, or else the game's not gonna make any progress. Okay, who am I? I'm a fighter. I'm Justino. If I attack this zombie, I'm gonna be in the path of other zombies. If I hide behind the healer, I'm still kind of in the path of one of these zombies. If I use my nail gun... No. Oh! I forgot, I can go to sleep. Okay, we're gonna take a nap behind the healer. Ooh, that might have been a very good decision. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Oh no! I'm neglecting the healing. Oh, and I already made the decision. Oh, remembering that there was a sleep button did so much to ruin my cautious sensibilities. I won't use the mana just yet. This fight might not be as hard as I was worried. This might be an easy one to just introduce me to the concepts of the enemies. Oh, I see. Okay, so they do a 4-way fart attack if their butt is in the air. Will attack all adjacent units with its melee attack when its backside is underground. Did it get 2 attacks that turn? Zombie cat, 20 HP, eats corpses and becomes stronger. Deals 7 damage. Taking damage weakens its opponent's poison food. Undead. Huh. Okay, they're slow, but they do have a pretty scary amount of HP and damage. We're gonna try to get him a firing angle on the tombstone. I should spend this turn healing. There's a lot of dangerous tiles around. Heretic Mark is going to be useful, but the healing is going to be more useful right now. I'll save it for later. We're not doing that bad, but it could go pretty wrong. If I take too much damage from these environmental hazards I'm kind of hurtling myself into. Alright, let's use this mana, get more movement, and deal some damage to some zombie kitties. No, we're not going to get movement out of it this turn. We will next turn, though. I gotta spend 5 mana to unlock the 2 mana movement spells. And it looks like they do get 4 attacks maximum. Oh, they can combine it with the fart. Interesting. Oh, let's do some knockback damage against the tombstone. Ow. Okay, so smack, weak attack, strong push attack, poison food, gain poison and slow if you eat it. Let's not eat it. Can we cook the poison food? Okay, so it poisons you and slows you down, but gives you... I guess it does fill your stomach with some kind of matter. So you could use a mage to cure someone of the debuffs after eating the poison food. Just like in real life. Hey guys, poverty food tip. If you have a bunch of old expired food, cook the hell out of it and then eat a bunch of vitamin C and Tylenol when you're done. And you're at least rolling a better set of dice than you would have if you didn't. What's my range? My spell, not good enough. Maybe I can freeze the tombstone with ice magic. It worked! I wonder if I should have shot the zombie before making my movement. I kind of forgot he was there. I'll take this penny, please. Thank you. I need the money for school. We're gonna attack the tombstone and not the zombie next turn. Boom, 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 boom. Let's eat food and heal. We got a couple zombies. Not worry about Justino. Justino's fine. Worry about Leroy #1. Oh my god! Did I forget that zombie was there because my cat was kind of in the way of the graphics? I completely forgot about it until walking away from it, and it keeps happening. I keep forgetting about things. Boom, 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 boom. The zombie cats might be more of a problem than the butt zombies. I don't think the tombstone took any knockback damage from that. I think it's also really annoying that the poison food is like a hazard. I don't want to step on those. But I do want to do something useful with my life. We can get mana. And I can belly flop onto food. But maybe I should belly flop onto the zombie cat. No. It'll be immobile, but it's gonna attack the wizard anyway. So we'll eat food. Can I do knockback damage using the ice block? Yes! Okay, so now the tombstone has 1 HP. I would rather warp than anything else, to be honest. Rather warp somewhere where I can get healed by... Yeah, I don't need to warp to get healed. What am I talking about? Just walk away. The guy's a frozen block of ice. Boom, 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 boom. Now use the spells instead of the attack so that I can pick up the coin with my attack. Why did Twisted Operator say that I'm still using a paladin? Look at how a cleric, a mage, a healer, whatever. Look at how useful they are. Okay, now we have both these zombies that are going to move next turn. I should kill the weaker of the two, but I might have an opportunity to get both of them, and I might take a hit of poison food to make it happen. Yeah, use the weaker one, the nail gun on this thing first. Now, rah! And rah! Aha! Yes! No poison damage taken because the battle didn't last long enough for them to simulate the effect. Leap, open tile, quick bruise, refresh your basic attack. I think maybe this is what I want. You want to use this at the end of battles for doing extra damage in a situation like that. Oh, sorry, Eddie. Where you don't want the turns to. It might be more useful. No, exert. Exert's useful for getting out of the way of danger at the end of a battle, or wrapping up a battle early, or making decisive moves before to conclusively end things when needed. Now this snack is something I would have wanted a long time ago. Around the time Justino was getting his ass kicked by butthole monsters. Boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bones from some long-dead creature lie piled on the ground in front of Bouillon. Examines the highest number. It also sounds like the least destructive option on the list. For anything useful, we get a dry bone necklace. I don't think that's going to be very useful. I have to sacrifice... Thorn. I get thorns. I don't get the damage bonus. But I do get an armor bonus, so actually the dry bone necklace might be more useful than I thought. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what are the worms? Grave worm, ranged attacker, runs away when damaged. Moves 4 spaces, hit for 4. The HP on these things aren't too scary. The zombie cats aren't too scary. They sound like they'll be a pain in the ass if there's spawners around, but I don't see them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bad guys. 2 of them very slow but strong. The others kind of average. Let's not let the zombie cat eat corpses. Taking damage weakens it and spawns poison food. These grave worms are going to be pelting us with range damage while we do whatever we need to do. But I think what we need to do is kill the zombie cats first. Then improvise the rest of the strategy from there. Spawns poison food when damaged. I really think I should just run up to it and smack it. I'm gonna take some counter attacks, but I'm ready for it. They kind of move early in the turn. Maybe I can get some predictive positioning going on instead. Or maybe I should move... Do we do counterattack? I don't think we do. If I move towards it, I'm gonna get attacked by 2 monsters. If it moves towards me, I'm not gonna attacked by anyone. You know what? We'll consider this a counterattack. Hey, actually, digs away when damaged. Maybe I should shoot the grave worm instead. Is upside down when damaged. Okay, maybe I should attack one of these guys first instead of the cat. Taking damage weakens it and spawns poison. But I do want to kill the cat first, and if it takes damage, it gets weaker. So you know what? We'll just make our plan simpler. I'm not going to get attacked by these guys on the first turn. We are going to be defensive on the first turn. Poison food. Is it poison because it's like poop? Like it looked like it kind of came out of his butt. Strength and constitution are down. 16. Wait, did it take damage? It should have 15 HP, right? Oh. Alright, let's defensively move to a defensive position. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Crowd should get a bit of healing, and I need to put on some fucking armor for that guy between battles. This is important. Okay, now they look ready to get their ass kicked next turn. Just you guys wait. Boom, 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 boom. But let's not get my own ass kicked in turn. Do, 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 do. Let's hit them with the ice and send them back. The worm's still gonna try to attack. That's fine. I can do it in a safe square. So I'll freeze you and smack you over there. No one will get here in my hair. Let's just give Strahd a bit of heal and then smack the zombie in the face of that cat. Leroy the Healer's also kind of a tank too. He's allowed to deal the damage that other cats can't. And I meant to say take damage because he doesn't really deal, he just helps. Alright, it's time for all of that planning to turn into a chaotic cluster. Still out of range. If I move a bit to the right of that guy, the zombie cat greeted. Right, because I froze him and threw him all the way over there. Okay. Let's make the worm go underground. Smack for 11. 5 HP. Let's smack the zombie and use Berserk before I give him a smack, and I think this will just one-shot the zombie straight out. Yeah! Out of the battle. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now let's smack the zombie from the square with the coins on it. Oh, hell yeah! Is anyone poisoned? No good. Do, 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 do. The worm kept retreating and reappearing within attack range. That's not what I wanted to do with it. Can I cast Earthquake after this? No. Alright, let's freeze the worm. Smack it with the dart and... Aw, damn. I have to take 4 points of damage. Wait. Maybe I can teleport out of the way of the damage. Yes. We might endure a zombie attack, but it's fine. We got the armor for that. Once again, this is going easier than I expected it to be, but maybe that's just because I'm thinking, not making any mistakes. Okay. This is going really well. I've been keeping them on their own side of the map this whole time. And it seems like they just did something that helped keep the lines cohesive, too. Now they're attacking each other. I can just cast this infighting spell and this ice spell. And I'm really in control of what the enemies are going to be able to do. Boom, 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 boom. Let's walk through miles of broken glass to eat 4 HP when we're done. We walked through like 1 tile of broken glass, but the effect, the intention is there. Mac. Why did I use... There were better options available. Boom, 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 boom. I stand corrected. I made all the best decisions. That was totally how I planned the end of the battle to go. Oh! Lighting that chains randomly to other nearby units and up to 2 tiles away. Actually, I might not want that. That sounds like there could be some friendly fire accidents. Deal with the devil. Injure yourself. Restore 50. Nope. Forbidden Flood. Knock back and damage all enemies. Then flood the entire map. There will be permanent consequences. How about no? Cost 0 mana. Knock back and damage all enemies and flood the entire map. Yeah, I don't think I like the idea of my ice mage having to fight in a level full of freezable water. Wait! No, maybe I do. Maybe I want that. His regular attack freezes, and I think if they're in a wet tile, they freeze into a block of ice, like if I use the Frost Blast spell. Units that contact you take 1 ice damage, slow 2. Unit cannot take damage, unfreezes at the start of the turn. You can damage frozen units. Yeah, this is it. Casting elemental spells imbues your basic attacks with those elements and relevant effects. So, sometimes, but not all the time, I've seen my ice spell freeze people, and I think it might have been when they were in water or creep. Poison water. Damage equal to half your basic attack's damage. Okay, so what, 4? Oh, wait, no. Where is it on the menu? 6. Deal damage equal to half of your basic attack. Oh, so 3, rounded up. For the rest of the battle, you can attack an extra time each turn. So that might be useful if you could combine it with elemental effects, but I really think that the chain lightning here, just so long as I keep in mind that there might be friendly fire if I use it too close to friendlies, I think the chain lightning's gonna save my ass in a few sticky situations. I don't know. Look, everyone's at full HP. Everyone has a very nice set of quote-unquote armor, question mark? Leroy's still using his bombs. They aren't quite doing the damage they used to, but the knockback is almost as important. Oh, the treasure chests are coffins now. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Good, we got a heavy rock out of that guy's eternal resting space. We got a rock, which might have been from the dirt around it. Rocks you knock back deal +5 damage and have chain knockback. Who's the guy with the rock elements? Strahd. Ugh, this Sacred Heart is just too useful to give up, though. 2 sparkles when you use your basic attack. Rocks you knock back deal +5 damage and have chain knockback. Because this guy generates not rocks as he moves around. And he has his Earthquake attack, which generates rocks. But that might not mean he's the one smacking the rocks. Who tends to come after him in the turn order? The mage? The fighter usually goes first. Let me look at the numbers here, because I think I can tell. 7, yeah, the fighter usually goes first. The tank usually goes second, and maybe that's because they both have a speed of 7. Maybe I should give it to Leroy. But then Leroy would be sacrificing his healing spells to be smacking rocks around. Maybe the fighter? The fighter sounds like the guy who'd naturally be smacking rocks around. Reduces damage when you kill an enemy. That also sounds like something really useful that you want your main front-of-the-line fighters to be using. Okay. If I give Strahd the brace and Justino the heavy rock, the healer is not going to be making good use of Sacred Heart. And the mage really needs that human heart to survive. I need to upgrade that guy's constitution every opportunity I get. Alright, Justino, you'll have the rock. Wait, no. Oh. 632. Maybe Leroy should have the metal plate? Mana's not been much of a problem for him. But the large catnip baddie, I can turn that into 2 heals when we're in trouble. What do I want to plan for? Trouble or just good progress? I want to plan for trouble. I don't want to plan for me getting a lot of easy, good, clean kills. Let's just say clean. I don't want to plan for me getting a lot of clean, reliable kills in the reliable short-term future. That sounds riskier than planning for me being in trouble and needing to bail out with healing spells. That doesn't sound very useful. But then again, Claws Out has been quite useless for this character. Teleport into a familiar, so that means the maggots, and the maggots don't show up that often. Would I be using this? I think I'd be using Claws Out more than I would this one. We'll skip it. Mama Maggot. I was just speaking of maggots. Oh, wonderful. Spawns maggots, evolves them, and gives them bonus turns. Do they turn into flies? Boom, 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 boom. Burfer Maggot. Its attack surrounds units with warning. Diggy Maggot. Melee attack has a chance to stun. Oh, these tombstones are treasure? I thought they would spawn zombie cats. So this is a boss like the spider from Bloodborne, where all of the minions it's gonna spawn are probably gonna be a bigger pain in the ass than the boss itself. Oh, it spawned a ghost. That wasn't treasure. Its melee attack drains mana, undead. That doesn't sound that scary. It says it has a 5 attack value, but the description says its melee attack drains mana instead of health. Let's do it again. The heart sparkle thing is so fucking useful! Ooh. Ooh. Yes, let's get the spawner to turn into the enemy of their own minions. If this is a boss fight about clearing the map out of the minions instead of the boss, then casting the infighting spell sounds like the most ridiculously, hilariously useful thing possible. What more entertaining crowd control tool could one possibly need? Just look at the strategies of modern information warfare. We're gonna all of the numbers they could use against us will mean nothing if they are fighting amongst themselves. Yeah! 3. Tumor. They trapped the spawner in a prison of spiky tumors. I don't think that the map can hold this many tumors. It was not meant. She's already at half health! Ha ha! We're at turn 2, round 2, and the mini-boss is almost done. Chargy maggots. Dash attack has a trample. Alright, let's definitely make sure we cast the ostracization, the Ostraka spell. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, I think we'll be in range to heal and ostracize. With the ostracizing being more important. Okay. It's also very good that that tumor turned into food. I don't like how I gotta be surrounded by fire, though, to... Oh, wait, no I don't. I can use... Warp. Oh, and that's right! Chain lightning changes randomly up to other nearby units up to 2 tiles away. Okay, let's... keep some distance. 7, 8, 9, 11... 11... Alright, let's try it. I think I got lucky and missed my friendly fire tragedy that didn't happen. Nine! I think we got him. I don't think Mama Maggot's gonna live through the rest of the next turn. Oh, we got her. The vast, overwhelming majority of damage done to the boss was friendly fire, and then the boss killed themselves with confusion. There's so many fun strategies to develop in this game. It's actually pretty great. I think Strahd might have gotten skimmed by some friendly fire, but it didn't devastate him. We still got some maggots to take down, but I don't think we're in a lot of danger. 2, 4... Oh, the Diggy Maggot, actually. Can I freeze this guy before... Yes, yes I can. No, I can't! I didn't count out the mana I had left. Alright, please don't kill Strahd. Good, it didn't kill Strahd. So the only thing left would be to collect food and money at this point. Money! There we go. We got... We missed 2 cents in the north of the map, but got all the other coins and killed all the other bad guys with everyone having full HP by the end of the battle. Knock 2 enemies in front of you together. That sounds useful. Inflict Petrify on the first unit in line. That sounds extremely useful. I'm wondering what sort of problems we're gonna have if multiple people on the team have these petrification and freezing and paralysis spells. You can make the enemies skip their turns, and thus cost 6 mana. How much does it get per turn? And like stun lock them forever, and make them prevent them from doing anything their whole turn for the whole battle. How do you fight back against that? I'm sure we will find out. I also have a lot of money. Cat hide mask. 5% chance to spawn a flea at the end of your turn. That's not a very high chance. 20% crit chance. Yes, please. That's not a high chance either, but the rewards are worth it. One cat will immediately level up. But Petrify and Knockback. More damage in a cone with 20% chance of Petrify. There's a chance to spawn rocks. Ooh, these are all good. Except Smack Plus. Petrify and Knockback. I think I'm steering towards this one because guaranteeing a Petrify means stun locking bosses. It means guaranteeing battles where there aren't a lot of enemies on the map. Jump to a tile and immobilize units. If they make bosses immune to that stuff, and so far in this game they have not, that would ruin the fun, but... I love this. You defeated the boss by spamming tumors against it. Let me bring up the chat window. I want to point out, it's even funnier than that, Roller. I was not the one spawning the tumors against it. That was its own friends. The maggots were the ones casting a spell called Tumor Prison, which I guess surrounds your cat with 4 tiles of tumors. But since the boss takes up 4 tiles of space, that means that you had 2, 4, 6, 8 tumors appear on the map. That happened twice, and the whole map was like full of tumors. And they were causing damage to the enemy more than they were me. They were an inconvenience for me. They were a decisive strategic point of failing the whole conflict for the enemy. Boom, 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 boom. Old can. Something sloshing. Do we drink the fluid from the old can? I get, because they're cats, they don't have thumbs, so picking it up and taking it costs more than just drinking it. This is not a good thing to do. Everyone has good health anyway. There's a risk it could be poison and cause damage, even though the cat is really good at drinking things and has a strong stomach. I think the human instincts are outweighing the cat's instincts that are drawing me towards these stupid actions with high numbers on them. We're gonna ignore. Drink random unmarked beverages. Still, though. Sometimes I swear the cats just ignore what you click on, and the cat instincts still win. Like when I told them not to jump in the trash, and they still jumped in the trash. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What do I want more? 20% crits or heavy? I want... Oh, wait, that's a hat, not a ring. Okay, I want guaranteed hits more than I want 20% crits, and I want that armor. Do I want 20% crits for the healer? No, I want bombs for the healer. Do I want crits for this guy, or do I want backflips? The backflips haven't saved me all the time. I really wish I could take the sludge hat off from Bulan, who, speak of the devil, was the guy who decided to jump headfirst into the garbage, even though I told him not to. Oh my word, Shambler will throw units it can reach. Lunges in a random direction at the end of its turn. 28 HP, 4 HP for robes here. Ranged attacker, inflicts leech. So I gotta focus on the robes first, and then try and... Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll use my freezing and petrification spell on the Shamblers, which take up 4 spaces. And, with the other guys, they'll attack the robes. Boom, 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 boom. We only got 3 cents this map. Not a lot of temptations to go searching for treasure. The robes, we can't really turtle. The robes are going to be attacking us. Shatters when killed, undead. Alright, I guess we hide in the grass for the first turn and then petrify the enemies and attack the robes behind them on the second turn, and then use the third turn to start figuring out some kind of sequence on how to stunlock the Shamblers with petrification and freezing. Which means I'm gonna have to start paying attention to the mana of the tank. Mana's never been a problem for the tank guy. Oh my god, am I in a danger zone square? It's kind of hard for me to tell the difference between the red and the green here. I think I'm actually safe. What's turn order look like? Boom, boom, boom. 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 It's 3 mana per turn. Maybe I'll start equipping the tank with the catnips. Oh, so I gotta hit it with 2 attacks. Wait, dodges 1 attack per turn, but, Justino has guaranteed hits. So Justino can attack the wisps, but everyone else will have to hit him twice. Are the bombs gonna do anything useful? Probably not, because the maggot's in the frickin' way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the bombs will not be useful, not for this round at least, oh no. Alright! No, I would love to start the party with the freeze spell. Wait, we get 10 mana per turn. We can freeze on every turn. But, whether or not we can combine it with lightning. Yeah, no, actually, this... Nah, let's save the mana so I can do 3 freeze spells next turn. Okay. I was not expecting that. They're tossing the unlimited range spellcasters who have like 4 HP and are very fragile towards their own enemies. I think that is going to make this easier for me, actually. Alright, now what's this becomes a tatters when it's killed thing? Boom, 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 boom. Guaranteed hit. So I can't petrify every turn. I petrify every 2 turns. Oh, buddy. Heck, spells cost 1 more mana. Now I can't petrify anymore. And I missed both of those attacks, probably because of the tall grass. I'm gonna try hitting this guy with the rubber bat. Oh no. Drains 1 health at the end of Tatter's turns and gives it to Tatters. Oh yeah, the heretic mark. Let's cast Heretic. And there might be a way to safely throw a bomb that can blow up. These guys. And they're not dead. Was it the armor? Yeah. This isn't so bad. You just cast freeze on everything that's a problem in your life, and that's how you win. Had an opportunity to make some money. 2 cents. Okay, so there's the complication. Hatters can heal, but so can I, and I got Chain Lightning. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We're going for corpse desecration for a little while before ending the battle. Excuse me one moment while I explode these corpses and collect the money inside. And yeah, and yeah. Aha! All coins collected, all corpses desecrated and exploded, all treasure collected. All bad guys defeated. I don't think we ended it with full life, but I'm doing alright. I am doing okay. Ostracized 4 for 4 turns. We can keep the friendly fire going. Gain +1. No, that's not going to be used. Focus is... I've clicked that only once this whole time. Kill other units in a range. I think Heretic Mark. Heretic Mark is a game changer here. Born again. Heretic Mark. Heretic Mark has almost, like, decreased the tension I felt in this game. I thought this would be hard. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah! Yeah, you're clicking along, 10 elements. What's also so nice about Mewgenics is that, like, the lyrics that you get to hear when you make it to the boss at the end of the zone kind of feel like you're a reward for playing through the zone. Oh, we're gonna hear it! We got a skill check and a treasure chest, and then it's the boss. No shop. Everyone's at full health! We have level 5, level 6 guys. If there's a group of bad guys in the boss, we can cast the infighting spell. If there's just 1 or 2 big bossy monsters, we can cast the petrifying and freezing spells. How can we lose? So long as I think up of a strategy a turn ahead of time, I don't think I can lose. Based on what I currently know. Oh, it's Tink. Makeup or some old... I mean, if it's me, I'm gonna pick some old book, but to please this guy, I guess you would pick makeup. Both choices are true. What do I want to be? Do I want to be honest or do I want to be pandering? Tink has been one of, like, the few friendly faces in the game, too. The other characters weird me out. Tink seems like... I mean, I don't know if we'd be the best of friends, but he seems like the kind of... he seems like the kind of guy who shows up in my social circles. Makeup or some old book. Let's make Tink happy. Makeup. Thank you. +1 charisma. Alright, he made us a little prettier. Boom, 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 boom. Sounds like a good run. Yes, it does, but the question is, like... And kind of one of the things that turned me off of Binding of Isaac was how much it just seemed like luck. Instead of, thinking up good strategies and making good decisions. How much is my good luck that I feel like I'm having here actually the result of good decisions. Because the mage has this good freeze spell, and the healer has this good infighting spell, and I had to have made some good decisions to get to a point where they level up and get that. I still kind of got my ass kicked by Chubnub. Oh boy, a rusted rod. A melee attack with damage equal to uses, so 9. Ooh. Let's give it to the healer. No, the healer has a bomb, and that's still proven very useful. Let's give it to the mage. Because everyone else has something useful. The nail gun has come in useful. The nail gun has like 3 primary uses. Your book. Anyone smell burnt toast? Alright. What's he saying? Kitty bones. Your book. Avoids your attacks. Will get revenge on the cat who kills it.
In the graveyard, the moon's behind a cloud, and there's a cold, clammy chill slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone with a piercing yellow eye. I got a feeling I'm being watched all the time. Hair lies fluffy, run over by a truck, decaying,
Oh no!
rest in peace, 'cause you were
So it's about a pet cemetery.
came and bit off your head.
Bones and kitty bones.
All the four-legged spirits are swaying in the shadows. The skeletons are singing a supernatural song, and there's a rotten smell of death, of sour sardine breath. Something very fishy's going on. The sand was all the corpses are gone.
It's a licky tongue from Pokemon. Holy shit! Okay, let's get the fighter to shoot the ghost with a gun. Oh, also now that there's more than one enemy at play, we can use the infighting spell. Close enough. And I'm not gonna smack those tombstones because last time I did that, a ghost came out and attacked me. Actually, the range on this is pretty decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7! Let's try it. Yes! Okay, ostracized 4. This means the infighting should last for 4 turns, which means so long as I get out of there, I'm good. We're bombing them with regime chains bombs. So the damage sucks away mana. It's doing a little more than the menu had me expecting, but I think that's because my booty was taking the attack. Bones and bones and kitty bones. Bones and bones and kitty bones. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Them bones. Bones, them kitty bones.
The moon's behind slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone with a piercing yellow eye. I got a feeling I'm being watched all the time. Hair lies fluffy, run over by a truck, decaying, decrepit, and rest in peace, Whiskers. You were such a good cat till a coyote came and bit off your head.
If I get the catnip and cast Earthquake, but I still hit it with the cone. This one, second, three. Yes, yes, I can. No! I wanted catnip, but you know what? Food is fine too. Ah ha ha! I only have to do that one. No, it's gonna get revenge. It's gonna turn into a ghost or something. There's probably a phase 2. 14.
It's midnight in the graveyard. The moon's behind a cloud. There's a cold, cloudy chill slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone with a piercing yellow eye. I got a feeling I've been watched all the
Oh, it's no longer ostracized. Might be why I'm having a harder time.
Well, it's midnight in the graveyard. The moon's behind a cloud, and there's a cold, clammy chill slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone.
Oh, it didn't do knockback.
I got a feeling I'm being watched.
Alright, I'm gonna try the Petrifice. No, I don't have... Oh, yes, I do. Okay. I have 6, generating 4 per turn. Good, good. That immobilized him.
Rest in peace, Whiskers. You were such a good cat till a coyote came and bit off your head. All the four-legged spirits are swaying in the shadows. The skeletons are singing a supernatural song, and there's a rotten smell of death, of sour sardine breath. Something very fishy's going on.
Are my attacks still gonna hit it? Because if so, I should wail on it right now. But if not, I should go retreat for the food.
You shan't forget your favorite pet, 'cause in the boneyard it never dies.
Maybe I can have both. Ooh.
Your decaying kitty is not so pretty when you pat her slimy It's midnight in the graveyard. The moon's behind a cloud.
We're going for food.
Climate chills slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone with a piercing yellow eye. Got a feeling
Ah. I was hoping to collect. No. I thought this cat had guaranteed accuracy. Okay, now how is this gonna work? Not very well is how it's gonna work. Hmm. Okay, this cat is... Oh! Down this cat to exercise him. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's so clever. That's so fucking cool. Let's get the food and teleport into attack range. The same logic should still apply though. And this guy has maggot familiars, so the infighting spell should work on him.
you were such a good cat till a coyote came and bit off your head.
The attack range on this cat is so pathetic that I will get in the thick of things for this. I hope I don't... I did. Suffered friendly fire. Ah, and we blew up a tombstone that maybe didn't need to get blown up. Jesus. We gotta work fast. Oh my god. We're almost... Oh my god, the sparkles. I should have picked the weakest, most pathetic cat. No! I should have picked the weakest, most pathetic cat to kill the ghost. No! No! Please, give me a chance. I'm not gonna have a chance. I didn't have a chance. I'm not entirely sure what's happening anymore. I thought I just saw myself die, but apparently I'm not dead. But I clearly don't have a chance. I hate this. I hate this. Give me a fucking chance. I thought there were like some thorns or something that were gonna protect me. Cause... what the fuck is going on now? Yeah, that's clear enough. Okay, that ended really stupid. This has happened like twice before where you play this game for 4 fucking hours. I mentioned how I was afraid of something like this happening earlier. I was waiting for that. Yeah, welcome to the audiobook experience. And now I'm ending it on a bad note. Like, I was having so much fun up until then, but now I just want to go eat food and not do that again either, because it took so fucking long. What is the recourse here? This was almost the entire 4-hour stream. I'm not gonna have time to play Hunt Showdown after all that. Hilarious, yeah. And these are never, ever a satisfying recourse. In the alpha, no. I guess I'll do the coins. Food's not a problem. But, like, what had happened at the end was a bunch... an unexpected thing that I was fairly warmed about that seemed kind of cool and neat. But, like, the cat that got possessed had so much stuff it could do every turn that it felt like there was no... maybe there will be next time, but once I started going downhill, it felt like an impossible climb back up. There were so many things that cat could do in every single turn that it had, and I was able to use the petrify spells against me to make sure I had no turn against it, and the choices that I had in the last 2 turns, I don't know if any of them could have possibly saved me. The last 2 turns on that felt really, really bad.
My blood's on fire. I feel so weak in the knees. I'm begging you. I need some relief from this devious disease.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. So, I mentioned before the stream that there might be something about this game I'm missing, but it doesn't really feel like it, because every now and then I will just all of a sudden, after a really good run, have like 2 turns where I'll just get my ass kicked in something. And, is there something I'm missing, or is that really how punishing 2 turns in the middle of a boss fight in this game can really actually be? Was that normal? Was I doing something wrong, or is that the kind of failure that you're just supposed to expect here? Because it didn't feel good. That did not feel good. It did not feel like I had a chance. So, the other thing is that the motivation to start a new run is low because of how much I just lost and how... Where's my garbage can? A garbage can around here somewhere. Yeah, this. So, your inventory gets cleared out, and this is, like, key to making a progressive feeling kick in of how, like, you might want to start again, because after you retry from failing a video game, you, like, know more about how to do better when you encounter the boss again in 4 fucking hours when I start the new run again, and that's just not practical. But no, it's not 4 hours I'm looking at. It's like 5 or 6. Because in order to start a run with a good inventory, you have to have completed a run recently where the cats that come home as veterans put their equipment in the trash bin so that the next generation of cats can use it for the next adventure. And that's how the difficulty curve is adjustable here. So the other thing I feel like I might be missing is how the cat breeding system works. Because the new kittens that I'm making don't seem to be carrying me that much farther. They're supposed to have better stats or like mutagen abilities or something, but I still don't know if I'm fully seeing it. If I'm seeing 6s, I'm also seeing 4s somewhere. And the mutagens don't seem very useful. Arm mutation, -2 speed. That's bad. Collarless spells cost 1 mana. Collarless spells are something that you're not really going to use. They suck. You're taught early in the game to abandon that as a concept. And also, only 1 cat on my list has that stuff, but look at how many veterans came home from successful adventures. Okay, so I think the idea here is that you assemble a cat team and go on a successful adventure so that your 4 hours don't go to waste, and then they come home and they have, like, abilities and combat experience and also, like, romantic and sexual tension. Like they kind of bond with opposite sex pairs after the adventures and develop a higher likelihood to mate. And then if they've gone on good adventures and they've had good abilities, they make kittens that are supposed to have better stats or mutagens or pass down mutagen abilities. And I think I've seen them passed out like fun. They pass down visuals, and also like the mewing style gets passed down. Some of these cats have spoken English, and I made them make kittens, and their babies spoke English. It was very freaky, but they didn't seem to have better combat abilities or stats. They just spoke English. So I'm gonna press the end A button and see who's gonna bang. Oh, they don't want to bang. Maybe because it was not a successful adventure. So unsuccessful adventures don't seem to give them a mood. So there's like a punishing curve put in where if you lose at the adventure, you don't want to start again because 4 fucking hours of a higher difficulty than the last run because you don't have the equipment that helped you out in the beginning in the early part of the run. And it's not like the cats that you're making seem to be better equipped for new adventure. There's something I'm missing. I am not saying correct things. There's something here I'm missing. They did not make cats. Food is fine. Food is something I don't even have to worry about. Furniture I have to worry about sometimes. Do I have 38 cents? I do! We can upgrade our comfort score by 1. So that means the bottom room gets the phone. Yeah, let's put it there. So the high numbers here mean good breeding is supposed to happen, but good breeding did not happen last night. They were not in the mood. I think that might have something to do with an unsuccessful adventure. If I came home from an unsuccessful adventure, I wouldn't be in the mood. Okay, now it seems they've had a day to forget about the horror, so they might be more in the mood now. Now let's look at these kittens. Gwen and Pokey are definitely veterans. Those are both mages. Gordon Free Cat? Ha! Hang on, before I look at the kittens, I gotta clean up poop. Okay, Dandy. And Pagliaccio. So these are the 2 kittens that were just made, and they were made by veterans. Pokey and Gwen. Level 4, age 9, level 5, age 16, holy shit. But I don't know if I'm seeing what's supposed to be special about the kitten. Zeros on the right-hand column. We got a 5, we got a 6. I mean, we got 1 6. So we also got a 4. Then we also got a 4. Shouldn't there be another 6 in exchange for that 4? 3 5s, 3 4s, 1 6. Either way, I mean, maybe the 6 is helpful. I'm not seeing the mutagen thing. One of these cats had a mutagen thing in the corner. This one. Arm mutation. He has faces on his arms.
99.9 lives. WMEW.
Pagalaccio does not seem to have inherited the high stats of their parents.
The idea of being trapped on a cruise ship is
Loki
water for me.
had 11 intelligence.
Parasites is that feeling.
Gwen had 9 charisma.
Music.
But their kid is not remarkable at either. Their kid is slightly good at strength and average and kind of shit at everything else. Unless Dandy is the kid and I got the parents wrong. Okay, let's assume Dandy is the child of those 2 mage kittens, the mage cats. So Dandy has high intelligence and charisma. It would seem to make sense. But not like extra stats. Like he's already tuned to be... Okay, so maybe that's the idea. They don't get extra stat points, but they do get specializations. And I was missing that because I was looking at the wrong kitten. Because Dandy's 7 intelligence is weird. Pagalaccio. Now, did anyone catch the names of the cats who were banging to make the kittens? I should have, like, memorized it better. A lot of this game is just knowledge checks or having a cat with an overpowered build, but Doctor, I'm Pagalaccio. It took me a second to realize there is a lot of Great Escape in Metal Gear Solid. I still need to watch the Great Escape all the way through. I think I had similar issues with the game as you, and most of them resolved themselves as I progressed. I'm figuring it out, but that felt so bad for how good I was feeling up until that point. Like, it really makes me not want to keep playing this. Because all those hours really kind of sort of went to waste. It's on Prime. It's also on certain subreddit thread I'm not going to say too much about that everyone knows about anyway. Yeah, what am I missing here? I never took a close enough look at the stats of the kittens because at first glance they look kind of unremarkable. And the prize for... Yeah, okay, here's a way of asking it. What is the prize for a successful adventure? And what is the consolation prize for an otherwise successful adventure that just ends all of a sudden in really 3 bad turns? What is the goal of all this? Because I am filling my house up with fancy cats that have gone on great adventures, and it doesn't seem to be earning me a whole lot. Is maybe the thing I'm missing here. I'm trying, but yeah, the guard patrol patterns have a similar pacing, and of course, okay. Well, maybe I should watch it this weekend. I want to watch Onora, 10,000 Days in the Jungle, about that insane, awful, psychopathic, serial killer asshole who should not be lionized as any kind of national hero Japanese soldier who camped out in the woods in the Philippines and killed people for 30 years after World War II. I wonder. I've heard it's a good movie, though. But yeah, I'm missing some part of the loop. There's the loop. There's a chunk of circle missing on the loop here, and it's what is the immediate reward, the dopamine dose for this kind of situation supposed to be? I will immediately go into a new adventure and do it all fucking over again. And it really does feel discouraging. Last time I got that far into a new territory, the friends on this list here at least had, like, tips to say. And they'd, like, tell you, good job for making it as far as you did. Sorry you died at the boss, but here's some trinket or some advice to make it feel like you got something for it. I don't feel like I got anything for all that I went through. I did get new kittens. Are any buttons negative? Yeah. Let's send an old kitten, and this also kind of worries me. I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing. Sephora is 17 years old and full of injuries. I don't think they'll be making a lot of neat babies. And at 17 years old, maybe they're better off spending the last chunk of their life one of these guys instead of in my crazy, crowded, unfurnished cat house. Next reward, upgrade your item storage. Another room for your house. Another room for my house sounds more useful than item storage. The problem with item storage is not that I need more of it, it's that it gets completely cleared out if I have 2 bad turns at the end of a tough boss fight at the end of an otherwise very good adventure. So yeah, that's the questions I'm asking here. There's something here I haven't figured out, and it is what is supposed to complete the loop if you have an otherwise good run that ends 2 very bad turns. I think it's supposed to be kittens. I think you're supposed to be trying again with kittens more specialized to the roles that have done you well last time. The idea. Kebab and Pokey. Let me remember those names. Kebab and Pokey, they look like mages. They made a kitten that looks like a Rottweiler. Gwyn and Nazcom, that's like a mage in a tank, I think?
Boone County, here's a song I listen to when I'm dejected.
Pokey.
It's called Tears in My Milk Bowl, and I like to dedicate it to my ex-girlfriend Gloria.
And Gwyn. 11, 7. Okay, we have... Oh, that's Nazcom. Good charisma. The kitten that came out of their pairing should have good charisma. Rottweiler looking kitten, yeah. 5 charisma! Come on! Oh wait, 6 charisma. I was looking at intelligence. But even still, like, you heard me... One of them got a 7 for intelligence, and that's going to be useful. 6 is not that... We're on a 10-point scale. 5 is average. 4 is below average. So I feel like in exchange for having 4 stats below average, we should have at least... We have 2 stats above average and 1 kind of good. But I don't know if that sounds remarkable enough to really feel like a worthy part of the dopamine loop of video game design, where you're supposed to have fun while you're losing. I was winning, and then I had 3 rounds where I was losing, and I was not having fun while losing, and now I'm not having fun not knowing what to do in the immediate aftermath of that loss. There's a chunk of loop missing here. Twitch chat! Cats you bring back have a chance to pass on their skills, and the items make it easier to make builds. Oh yeah. So far, I've at least seen the items definitely smooth the difficulty curve for reruns, but here we don't have items. The inventory got kind of deleted out. We got one that carries the sacrifice of mobility. So anyways, now that we have a fresh batch of kittens, what I do is get like the next generation in line. Okay, here. They're organized by age, thankfully, when you press these buttons. So we have all veterans from ages 8 and onwards, with not a lot of particular attention being paid to their stats, because the stats are going to change when we get out there. Hey, look at this. Sapphire has very good stats. 4 of them are below average. 4 of them are above... 3 of them are below average. 4 of them are above average. That feels like there's an extra point in the equation somewhere. Like the math, the other stat sheets I've been looking at is not the same as what Sapphire's got here. Sapphire looks good at a lot of stuff. Let's definitely bring Sapphire on the next adventure. Grisha's looking good too. Now Lottie looks a little more even keeled. They're all gonna go, but I still don't know how great I feel. And like there really is some obvious thing going on here I'm missing. After how much fun I was having for how long have I been going on? 3.5 hours so far. After how much fun I was having for the first 3 hours of the stream, totally feeling like I was meshing with this game's vibe, and powering through the roguelike stuff is the stuff I'm not too familiar with. I love my turn-based strategy, but it's this roguelike stuff that I have a harder time coming to terms with because of what we're going through right now. Like, when I play this game and take another stab at it, I'm going to be playing the same levels, listening to the same music. I will have felt like I already got through that experience before, and that the repetition is going too great in a way that the fun of procedurally generating a fun Final Fantasy Tactics battle for you that you don't have to mash through dialogue menus and inventory menus to get through and make actual important decisions for might not be enough to save the day here. Because that feels bad. I had a lot of fun for 3 hours, and then felt really bad for half an hour. Well, at least I'm going to make good movie-making decisions, though. Hannibal, Montana, you're kind of making me want to watch The Great Escape. Onoda, 10,000 Nights in the Jungle is something I've been wanting to watch anyway. I hope they don't make that. I hope it is a thoroughly negative depiction of someone who sounds, whenever I read the Wikipedia article about the guy, like a thoroughly negative person. However, soldiering is amoral and inhumane and a monstrous thing that society oftentimes lauds as heroic. Following orders to do something monstrous is apparently considered heroic. Signing up for a suicide mission that's supposed to be a good sacrifice for the greater good is supposed to be a heroic thing. I really hope that they don't make this guy who sounds like he was disobeying orders in the sense that he was deliberately not making much attempts at communicating with the rest of the world while camping out in the jungle there. It sounds like this is not the kind of soldiering that typically gets the hero treatment. We'll find out on Metal Gear Monday. I also have to decide on... I have to make some kind of high-value strategy decision about the Metal Gear Monday game. Maybe I should leave it up to a vote. Do we begin Death Stranding 2? I would actually like to begin Death Stranding 2 with a clearer mind, so I want to finish up my current video. I might do weekend work to get that out of the way. But when it comes to Metal Gear Mondays, I'm going to have 3 choices on my plate. Metal Gear Acid 2, which I'm like halfway through. Rainbow Six Siege, which now has Metal Gear Solid themed scenario challenge levels that you play with other gamers. And there was some entertaining discourse in the Super Bunny Hop Discord about how some of the kids thought it was silly that the Metal Gear characters look like bondage leather guys. There's Metal Gear Solid content in Rainbow Six Siege now that makes it a legitimate candidate for Metal Gear Mondays. And then there's Death Stranding 2, and then there's Metal Gear Acid 2. We got 3 choices. It's been a year and a half since I started Metal Gear Mondays, and I have not run out of choices. I am still going through the franchise, and the, like, Hideo Kojima-verse, because we're playing Snatcher 2, and Death Stranding. And, it is amazing that just one famous video game developer with one famous video game franchise we have tested and proven this with science, can provide literal years worth of gaming content. But yeah, I think I don't want to stop Mewgenics. Like, I can't keep playing it. At some point you beat Mewgenics, right? Jesus Christ, what happens if you make your way all the way to the final boss and then have 2 bad turns? I don't want to think about how the last 2 turns of that went. I felt like there should be, like, insurance or something. Would I feel better if the game had an undo button like Fire Emblem Echoes did? Did Into the Breach have an undo button? Did I ever beat Into the Breach all the way through? There's something there. There's something there I'm missing. Something I'm missing. Save states. Yeah, if it had save states, that would change things drastically, and I don't know how ready I am to comment for it. The very annoying rule about video game feedback is that you always are going to want less friction than what you might really enjoy in the heat of the moment. The annoying thing about video game feedback is that you don't actually really know what you want because you want an X factor. You literally don't know what you want until you're actually playing it in your hands, because a portion of what you want is going to be a new experience. You can't really predict those. But what would have... Yeah, maybe they can put some kind of system in place in these games where if you're about to have a really bad turn, and the computer is able to calculate this ahead of time and they know, maybe it can warn you? Because I almost had him. He was down to 6 HP. And I got stun locked, and I foresaw it coming, so I casted the Thorn spell so that enemies attacking me would at least take 1 damage. So I assumed that I would get attacked multiple times and do multiple points of damage. The guy only had 6 HP left. He was on fire. I planned a sort of defensive retreat stakeout and got stun locked into dying anyway. Resetting a mission would have been nice. But the thing about save states and how you don't know if you actually want them before you end up using them is that they do make so many games feel cheap. You don't want to take away that much tension. You don't want to... I don't know if I feel hopeless enough to start cheating yet. You can reset missions. Can you? I have not experimented with what Alt F4 does, because that kind of might feel like cheating. But maybe that's the one case where it's warranted. In any case, I will see you all. I am ending a stream here at 11:30ish as usual. I was wondering about playing Hunt Schwodown, but that's not going to happen because Mewgenics, that run really did actually take 3.5 hours long and was a really good run for maybe all but about 10 minutes of it. Maybe even less. And I don't know what to do with this pain tonight.